By separating eggs in the kitchen, there are endless other ways to be creative. And I want to show you, first of all, how to make one of the greatest classic French sauces, Hollandaise, and then my own version, which I call foaming Hollandaise. First, to learn how to separate eggs, watch our video techniques lesson. Then to make Hollandaise, begin by placing 2 large egg yolks in the bowl of a small processor and seasoning with salt and pepper. Now into this small saucepan I'm putting 1 dessertspoon of lemon juice and 1 of wine vinegar. And I'm just going to heat it until it starts to bubble. Then pour it in to join the eggs and blend for about 30 seconds. If you don't have one of these, you can make it with an electric hand whisk or even a balloon whisk. Now in the same saucepan, melt 110 grams of butter slowly. You don't want it to brown, so keep an eye on it and don't go away. This little gadget is ingenious. It contains a small hole in the lid, which will enable me to drip feed the butter in slowly. There are 2 holes here, and because we're going to use the smaller one, place some cling film over the larger one to stop it splashing. As the butter begins to foam, switch the processor back on and pour in the butter in a thin, slow, steady trickle like this. If it goes in too quickly, the sauce curdles and separates. When all the butter is in, it will have emulsified, and then you'll have a rich, buttery, creamy sauce. And to make Hollandaise into foaming Hollandaise, we just fold in some whisked egg whites. This makes the sauce lighter and it goes further, with perhaps a few less calories too. It's perfect for eggs Benedict or sublime drizzled on asparagus. The egg whites also stabilise the sauce and stop it from curdling. So it's easy to keep warm or reheat over a pan of barely simmering water. You can even make it ahead and freeze it. Whichever way, it simply won't curdle. Another of the world's greatest sauces is homemade mayonnaise. You make it by whisking egg yolks, some crushed garlic, a teaspoon of salt, pepper, and a heaped teaspoon of mustard powder. What I'm now going to do is measure out 150 ml of ground nut oil and 125 ml of olive oil. Go in with an electric hand whisk and start to whisk everything together. Then add 1 drop of oil at a time, and I really do mean it, just 1 drop. No, it's not going to take all night. We have timed it and the whole process takes 10 to 15 minutes. The danger is adding the oil too quickly, and that makes it curdle. When half the oil is in, it begins to get really thick and lumpy. So, add a dessertspoon of white wine vinegar, and you can see how this will loosen it up quite a lot. Then add the rest of the ground nut oil in larger drops, before finally adding the olive oil in a very slow, steady stream. What you end up with is a luscious, creamy mayonnaise. I sometimes call it golden ointment. For a lighter consistency, whisk in a tablespoon of boiled water. This does take practice, but once you've mastered it and tasted it, you'll never want to buy mayonnaise again. My own favourite mayonnaise recipe is called Russian eggs. These are halved boiled eggs, a little bit squidgy in the middle, black olives, sliced cornichons with a large dollop, then topped with strips of anchovy. And this makes one of the nicest first courses I know. Or, whizzed up with a mixture of fresh herbs, it's easily transformed into another sauce, sauce verte, which is sublime on meat or fish. There is another version which is easier and quicker, made with whole egg. Because it's not so thick, this one's better for adding to other sauces. This is made in a processor with 1 whole egg, half a teaspoon of salt, a small clove of garlic, and half a teaspoon of mustard powder. Pop the cling film on as before, then drizzle in 175 ml of half groundnut and half olive oil. Once again through the hole in the top of the processor, whilst keeping the motor running. What you end up with is a much lighter mayonnaise. This is what I always use for a homemade tartar sauce. By simply adding some seasoning, a chopped pickled hot pepper, a heaped tablespoon of capers, a tablespoon of roughly chopped coriander leaves, and finally some chopped pickled cornichons. Simply fold them in with a tablespoon of lime juice. What this will do is transform any kind of fish into something positively 5-star. And even dunking chips in is utterly amazing.